two defensive-minded teams, Steve, in the building tonight.
These
teams are so good, aren't they, at getting stops?
They are. Points will be hard to come by. Both teams give maximum effort on the defensive end, and that's hard to do night after night.
So the opening lineup for the Heat. Backcourt pair for them, it's Lowry and Robinson. Adebayo is the pivot with Tucker playing the 4. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Adebayo with this screen on George. And Butler, here we go. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Jackson passes to Zubac. It's stolen by Adebayo. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
You know, this has become a knockdown shot for Bam Adebayo, the mid-range jumper.
And Duncan Robinson, Steve, one of the more pure shooters in the NBA. He can definitely hurt you from deep.
Yes, he can, Kevin. Robinson has a very easy shot. Great percentages from 3. Well above the 40% mark on his career.
First quarter, just over a minute played. And Batum kicks to Zubac. The dish to George. 9 feet out, and he drops that one in. George has got his second bucket of the night.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Now, here's Butler, coming off 31 points last game. Floats one, and he comes up with the deuce.
Wow, the strength of Jimmy Butler fends off defenders well when he goes up to score.
Bledsoe finds Jackson. Zubac a screen on Lowry. Outside, George. Pass to Zubac. Lock at 6. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Good on the three-point shot.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
George with the ball. Now defended by Adebayo. The Heat have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. He kicks to Lowry. Butler deciding where to go with it. To the inside. Adebayo, and foul as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
Business as usual for Adebayo, just bullying his way around the paint.
Miami shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Line for 2.
Free throw good, Adebayo.
I just love Adebayo's passion for the game and his desire to reinvent his position.
And Adebayo drops them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Bledsoe outside. Ibaka, no luck. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Heat lead by 5. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Greg, when you think about Jimmy Butler, it sure seems like he was born to wear a Miami Heat jersey, as he says.
I'm so fortunate to be able to work with and for an organization like this one. And then, man, I got some incredible teammates, like for real, some really good ones. that love coming into work every day and busting their tail, knowing that good things are going to come from it.
And Butler Greg in his previous stop sometimes at odds with teammates or whoever else, but that was not the case in Miami.
Well, he played with Dwayne Wade in Chicago, and Wade, a Heat legend, played matchmaker, telling both sides this is where Jimmy needs to be.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
So with Lowry on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Hero out there with Vincent. Then there's Markieff Morris. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Okpala in at the small forward position. Shots good by Ibaka. There might be more talent at the point guard position now, Greg, than there's ever been in the NBA. But who do you think sits at the top of that list?
I mean, Kevin, there's so many incredible talents, and not that I'm dodging it, but honestly, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It depends on what kind of tickles your fancy in terms of the point guard. If it's the ability to shoot and play without it, Steph's at the top of your lead list, but then you get a guy like Chris Paul, who I think is as good as anybody's ever been in the pick and roll. So they're just different ways to approach this thing. And of course, now I've forgotten 4 or 5 guys that I should have added into this conversation.
Here's Bledsoe following the score by Miami. Dedmon with the block.
The 7'4" wingspan of Dedmon, hard to get your shot over that.
And the first time out of the game called for the Heat.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers.
So for the Clippers, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Ibaka. Paul George comes in for Mann. And it's Jackson in for Eric Bledsoe. The Heat leading by 7. Lowry dishes to Robinson. Morris a screen. Here's Butler. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Batum. George against Lowry. To the paint. There's Winslow. He gets it in there.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Inside, Adebayo. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Adebayo's got the lead up to 7 now for the Heat.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Lowry against Jackson. Over Lowry. Jackson misses. And here's Adebayo. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. Just 3 on the clock. And Adebayo throws it down.
Showing off the dynamic athleticism, Bam is no stranger to rocking the rim.
And so it's Miami ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be right back after this.
Glad you're joining us for halftime. And fellas, how about Bam Adebayo getting it done to start the game?
So far, he's been totally in the zone offensively. Defenders haven't been able to throw him off balance or stop him from getting anywhere he wants to go on the floor. As long as he can stay this locked in, he's going to be trouble on that end of the floor.
All right, now we can take a quick look here at the upcoming schedule and what the matchups will be.
And you know, for that matchup against the Lakers, this is one they'll be favored in, but they can't let their guard down. The talent disparity isn't that much. Worst thing you could do is play down to your competition.
And that's it for the halftime show. Time to send you back to the game.
Shaq, stop doing the wave.
I can't stop, Kenny. Look at the fans. Hey.
Come
ho,
on, Kenny, catch the wave with us. Ooh, that's
ho.
nice, Shaq.
Yeah, Ernie, you got a lot of rhythm, Ernie.
Very rhythmic.
Yes.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Bam Adebayo in this game, guys. He has been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. The post pairing, Batum and Zubac. Bledsoe is out there with Jackson, and it's George in at the 3. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now here's Jackson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
The defense having to respect Jackson's outside game. That opened up things for him in the inside.
Lowry against Jackson. To the middle. Here's Butler. Paul George grabs the miss.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
And Steve, we know about Paul George, a fantastic outside shooter. He's been an elite three-point artist for some time.
Paul George can get a shot up over most defenders. That's why Kevin has a career three-point percentage that's creeping towards 40%. And he seems to be getting better with age. The burst of Jackson makes him a hard guy to stick with and difficult not to foul him.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game.
Reggie Jackson at the stripe, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And with Reggie Jackson, it's a testament to his natural talent that he often leaves us wanting a little bit more.
So he gets them both. And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for Miami. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. There's the screen.
2 minutes
Unloads from 9. Shots good from Butler. Butler's got 9.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Jackson passes to Bledsoe. George looking around. Zubac with the screen for George. Drives to the hoop. Outside for Batum. Jackson against Lowry. Just 5 to shoot. Jackson passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And if you're the defender, you have to respect the ability of Jackson to finish. That opens things up for the assist.
Good ball movement here by the Heat. Pass to Butler. Shoots the 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Outside Jackson. The pass to Zubac. And George kicks to Bledsoe. Back to George. Lowry against Jackson. Zubac a screen on Lowry. Here's Jackson. And Adebayo sends it back.
With a strong sense of timing and awareness, Bam sent that shot away.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Batum. Mann subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Heat also with a sub. Heroes checked in for Bam Adebayo. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Yep, it goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from George.
He doesn't need much time to get his shot off. Paul George is a dependable catch-and-shoot option.
Tucker, the pass to Butler. Back to Tucker. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
The assist goes
Tucker's
to
got his first basket.
Jimmy Butler.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's man. It's hauled in by Hero.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
What quickness from Kyle. He gets the ball and is gone in seconds.
And so it's the Miami Heat heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Trust it. Good to great. Good to great. Don't settle for average shots. Move it.
Well, Coach Spo instructing his guys, Greg, to just take great shots.
I mean, no reason to rush into a bad shot, especially with 24 seconds to work with.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So with Lowry on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. And Robinson on the wing, he's joined by Butler. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Hero into the 1. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
This is what the team needs from Jackson. Leadership when the game heats up.
Now Hero, Kennard covering. Butler against Winslow. Butler, no good. Clippers trail by 5. Puts it up from 12. Winslow's shot is off.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over-eager.
2 minutes.
Robinson against Ibaka. Passes to Morris. Over Kennard. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Robinson. Robinson's got 3 assists now in this one. Jackson down low. He's covered by Hero. Now Kennard. Shot clock at 6. It's Dedmon with the rebound. The Heat leading by 7. Now Hero. Down low. Here's Butler. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Love the level of concentration by Jimmy Butler on that play.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Batum comes in for Justice Winslow. George is checked in for Mann. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Luke Kennard. Then for the Heat, Bam Adebayo is checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. P.J. Tucker comes in for Morris. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Tyler Hero. That free throw good from Butler.
You know, with a strong presence, great toughness, Jimmy Butler has a major effect on the culture of your team.
Now, here's George. 1:02 left here in the fourth quarter.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Heat.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Bam Adebayo.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
And again, it's the Clippers missing. Here is Lowry. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now our New Balance player of the game, Bam Adebayo.